You know those movies that have animated characters interacting with real actors? The ones that are made by big studios with massive budgets? Well, I'm going to do that myself. On a budget of $0. Just me, some random animator who's never done anything like this before. I had this idea about a year ago, but I only recently decided that I knew how to do it. First, I wrote a script. It's pretty basic, but it serves its purpose. Then I made a storyboard. Then I put it together with a stand-in animatic with me as the actor. I have blurred my face for you not because I'm embarrassed, but because any actors watching may feel that they are lacking skill in comparison to my amazing acting talent. The next thing I did oh my god. Next, I needed an actor. I decided to look for someone from a nearby theatre, and with some luck, someone agreed to partake in my silly little experiment. I had some time to kill, so I filmed the establishing shots that led up to the real-life sequence. This was pretty simple, as it was just walking, which I swear I spent half my life animating STICC walking down streets. Like, there is about 3 minutes of footage of just STICC walking. I hate it. Janky as hell, but like, look at this. I've got a little rig attached to my slider so that he moves with the camera, so he's always the same distance away. You can see there. Wow, it actually works. Right, so I've got everything set up, I've got all the lights. This is the first shot, so I'm just checking that all looks pretty good. It's all nice and evenly lit. I'm going to light that fire as well, so that will look nice. So yeah, let's go. You can see here I did actually time-lapse all of the filming process, but I don't really want my face in it, so yeah, it's blurred. You're welcome. Right, so just finished filming. It went surprisingly well. Yeah, now I need to animate the shots on this set, and then we can get into the green screen, or whatever I decide doing, so yeah. I ended up having to bring my whole PC setup to the set, and yeah, that took ages to set up. And then I set up all the lights, and now we have a quick time lapse of all the animating in this set. So here we go. So I've kind of put together a rough cut, and there are 4 shots I need to composite STICC into. This one here where he picks him up. This one, which will definitely be the hardest. This is gonna be hell. I decided to start with the easiest of the 4 shots. I put STICC on this piece of card and made sure the camera was angled to have the right perspective. Then I masked him out for each frame, added this blur, and also this shadow to go along with it. This was by far the easiest of the 4 compositing shots, but it did still take me about 4 hours. Next I did what I thought would be the hardest shot. Spoiler alert, it actually wasn't. I kind of brought down a TV and moved my computer from there to there, and it was a whole thing. Yeah, we'll see if it works. Otherwise, this is all a waste of time, so yeah. I set up my camera in front of the TV and pointed it at the original action plate. I then advanced it frame by frame so that I could make sure that STICC always followed the motion of the hand. I realised it would take about 10 minutes per frame to cut him out by hand, so I started trying to train my own AI to do it for me. It didn't work. So I had to go back to cutting it out by hand, and that took many hours, but in the end it all worked out, so it's all good. The next step was to cut out the hand. I was actually able to use the AI for this one, so I didn't have to do much on that. Then some simple masks to help fix the lighting on STICC helped blend it in with the rest of the picture. Then came the running shot, which I actually said would be easy when I was planning these out. It shouldn't be as hard as it looks actually, they should be quite simple I hope, so I was in fact wrong. I decided to use the TV as a green screen. This works for multiple reasons. One, it's quite big compared to any green screens that I have already. It also means I don't have to worry about lighting the green screen evenly as it lights itself. I then gave him a really hard outline to make chroma keying this easier, and then I animated him. And it didn't work. The lighting was completely off, and not to mention the movement was just wrong for this shot. I spent about an hour testing lots of different light configurations, and then I spent another few hours animating him again. And once again, it just wasn't right. The lighting was off, and also once again, the motion was just not what I wanted. I did this a few more times, then I realised the reason it wasn't really working out was because you could only see the top half of his body. So for the final attempt, I actually incorporated the hips as well, and it made all the difference. After that, it was just some chroma keying. The chroma keying was really quick because the green screen obviously lit itself, so I didn't have to do too much, and there was very little light spilled due to the lighting conditions. I spent a lot of time playing around with the colour grading, and I feel like I got it pretty close in the end. It's still not perfect, but I think it does definitely do its job. All up, this shot took about 10 hours for the visual effects, which sounds like a long time, but it was pretty fun and I learned quite a few new things. And then there was just a few more shots in this film. For this one, I took a single picture of STICC, cut him out, matched up his position for every frame, and then cut out the hand layer to go on top. I also added some shadows. Then I made one final Lego set, animated 2 shots, and that was all the filming. Oh yeah, there's also this shot as well. I animated it 8 months ago, and it just happened to fit with this. However, I had lost all my old visual effects for it, so I had to mask it all again. And that's it. That's everything I wanted to say. You can go now, or you can click something on screen now. Yeah, thanks for watching.